So I just filmed this video without sound and now I'm having to do it for a second time. Hopefully this time the sound is on and I've turned the little switch on my microphone. I have a propensity of not turning on my microphone and this is not the first time that I've done it, but clearly learning my lesson isn't really my thing. Today I wanted to share with you guys my latest and greatest. So these are all niche fragrances. Some of them are brand new releases. Some of them I've just recently added to my collection and I just find them absolutely outstanding and I have to share them with you. So they're not all brand new fragrances. I can't stress that enough, but they are brand new to my collection. If that sounds interesting to you and you want to discover some incredible niche scents, then just keep on watching. And if you're new here, my name is Yana, this is The Scented. If you're into fragrances, make sure you hit that subscribe button, the notification bell, stay tuned for any new videos coming up. We'll do the fun fragrance things together and let's get started. The first one here that I've been absolutely in love with is Cherry Punk from Room 1015. I recently talked about this in my cherry fragrances video, which I'll link up here. This is a true flawless cherry scent. There's cherry and leather in here, but the leather is quite mild. It is really about the cherry. It's cherry centric. If you're looking for a true rich cherry scent, this is it. If you remember Viktor and Rolf's Magic Collection Dancing Roses, the cherry note that's in here is very similar to that, except there's no rose note in here. There's a gentle leather. It's not leather forward. I was worried that this would be a very leather centric scent, but it's not. It is all about the cherry and it's my favorite. It's my favorite cherry. I'm obsessed with this. Next is Xerjoff's Golden Mocha. This has beautiful citrus notes in the opening. It's very captivating. There's also incense in here, but it's subdued, it's gentle. I'm somebody who's kind of scared of incense notes, but in here it doesn't bother me at all. It actually really adds a lot of interest to the fragrance. It's lovely. Smells very rich, very expensive. And the coffee in here kind of smells fresh. It's not a super sweet or burnt coffee. It's a fresh coffee. A very addictive scent, very unique, smells very rich, very expensive, and their bottles are so luxe. A lot of the time I do struggle with some Xerjoff scents. There's been some in the past that I did struggle with, but this one just is easy. It's complex, but it's captivating. I smelled all of the Golden collection and this one was by far my favorite. Outstanding, really coffee-centric scent, but very unique as well. Like, it's not a usual typical coffee scent. Then we have a new release from Maison Crivelli. This is called Umatique. This is a green amber scent. This does have more of a forward incense note. It is very unisex and I think this would smell incredible on men, but I've been wearing it for the last couple days and it's addictive as well. Very warm green amber, unique, unusual, kind of a masterpiece that takes you on a journey. It's an incense that I can get down with. I think I'm warming up to incense, and amber is a note that I crave in the winter time and it's getting very cold now. Well, not like super cold, but it's approaching, it's getting there. This is one that is perfect for that fall to winter transition because it does have this greenness that makes you feel like you're in a forest, and in fact the fragrance is inspired by searching through a forest for that resin benzoin, and it really comes through. You smell almost like a distant burning of wood, like very distant, and you smell Divano, which is this foresty kind of almost evergreen scent, and a beautiful amber benzoin scent in here. Flawlessly blended. Another seasonal transition scent that I've really been loving comes from L'Orchestre Parfum, and this is Flamenco Neroli. This is a bitter neroli scent with a lot of cedar. It's very lovely. It's actually a nice kind of cool weather citrus. I think of neroli and I think of usually more summery fragrances, more refreshing, typical citrus scents, but this one is really unique. I do love this one for cooler fall days. It just works. It works in the cool fall breeze. This whole brand has beautiful creations, and the other one that really stood out to me that I have a bottle on the way of is Piano Santal. It is a sandalwood fragrance like I've never smelled before. That one is fantastic, probably my favorite from the brand. It has a skin note, but it comes through buttery. It really smells like true butter and sandalwood, and the sandalwood is gentle, smooth, milky, absolutely stunning. So they do have some really beautiful creations. One of my favorite new niche houses that I've recently discovered. Here's an older fragrance, almost 10 years old, but new to my collection. It's the Mean Carved Oud. This is for lovers of Tom Ford's Oud Wood. If you want to take that scent profile and elevate it to a whole new dimension, this one does it. It's incredibly long lasting. It smells so rich, pure, balanced. Like, it really does take that Oud Wood scent profile, but on a whole new level. I am obsessed with this. I think it smells so sexy. I love this on my man. I've been making him wear it basically every night. And it has an incredible performance and a huge scent bubble, but it's like so delicately well blended that you almost forget that you're wearing it. Like, he doesn't catch it on himself, and I'm like, no, I can really smell this. It is a spectacular fragrance. I've smelled a whole bunch from Thameen. I even wear this one myself. It's a very meditative, calm scent. It's an oud that's very easy to wear. A slightly more animalic but incredible oud comes from Parfums du Site, and this is Montre. This is their newest fragrance. This is a spicy oud scent, but it is quite an easy oud. It is a little bit more animalic, but still entry-level oud for people who are just kind of dipping their toe into oud and don't want to get anything too super challenging. This is still very, very friendly. It has a beautiful rose note, a little tiny bit of leather as well. Beautiful spices, a little bit of dried fruits, and this whole brand makes really high quality scents. It lasts all day as well, but not so in your face. So I've worn this one several times. I can smell it throughout the entire day, but it never bothers me. And sometimes I worry about that with oud. Sometimes it can be very, very intense. This one is really well balanced, really nice. You have to like rose. It's not a sweet rose. It's more of a true kind of fresh rose scent. This scent, like I've described before, it smells familiar, but it also smells very exotic. Very cool scent, and probably one of the best new oud scents that I've smelled. Now, this one here from MFK kind of came out of left field, and this is their 724 Eau de Parfum. It's a brand new scent, but is it? I mean, I do love it. It smells a lot like the Aqua Universalis collection. It does, but it has almost like a bit more muskiness to it. Some people say that this is the re-release of the older 754, which I do have a sample of. This does not remind me so much of the 754 as it does of Aqua Universalis. I will do a separate full MFK collection video. A lot of you guys have been asking me to do that, and I will. Now that I have this, I can actually do like a full collection review. But this one I do love. The performance is outstanding. The fact that it's not a super unique scent, let's put that aside. The scent itself is beautiful. It is a little bit laundry-esque. It has a fresh note of sweet pea in here, which is really lovely. In general, it's like a floral, citrusy laundry scent. Not laundry like soap. Like, for example, Byredo Blanche is a laundry scent that kind of smells more soapy than anything. This one still smells like a fragrance. Like, it does smell very, very clean and almost like something's fresh out of the laundry, but not soapy, if you know what I mean. It is still quite fragrant, and I love this. I love this even though it's not a cool weather scent. I do really, really enjoy this, and on days that I want to smell just fresh and clean, this one's great, and the performance is actually very, very impressive for this type of scent profile. And the newest Goutal. Oh my goodness, I love this. This is Folie d'un Soir. This is a myrrh dominant scent. There's myrrh, leather, it's ambery, warm, and it has that signature dryness that they all have from this collection. The PomPom collection is what I like to call it. I love this. It's complex, but it's minimalistic. It's very classy. It might challenge you just a bit, especially if you're new to resinous notes, but it's still very friendly. It's quite easy wearing, effortlessly elegant like they all are. All of the ones from this collection I'm absolutely in love with. I have all four. Maybe I'll do a separate video reviewing all four of them. If you guys want to see that, leave me a comment down below. But this is my newest love. I'm absolutely obsessed with Tenue de Soirée, which I've talked about a lot from this house. This one's probably, I think it might be my second favorite. I do really, really love this. By the way, I do have promo codes for some of these, so I'll make sure to link everything in the description box for you if you guys did want to check them out. And a lot of them you can also sample through my decant shop. It's TheScentedCA. I'll make sure everything's in the description box for you. Next up is Rouge Sarai from TheScentedOrs. This gold bottle is everything. I love these gold flakes. They are mesmerizing. I can stare at them all day. But the scent itself, that's what it's really about. This is another really warm, rich scent. Vanilla in here, but bitter, a little bit bitter. There's peribalsam, there's a lot of resinous notes in here, and dates, plum, cinnamon. It's a very cold weather scent, and the fruits, they don't smell like fresh fruits. They do smell kind of like candied fruits, the way that you would find dates. It's hard to pick those notes apart at first, but you start to get them eventually. It is just a really nice ambery resinous scent. It's definitely one of my favorites from the Atelier des Ors collection. I also really love Lune Féline, but that one's already well known. I would have included it in this video, but I'm sure a lot of you guys have already heard a lot about it. So I chose one that's probably a little bit less heard of. This is my second favorite from the ones that I do have. Then I have one from a brand new fragrance brand called Soradora, and this is Mandorla. This is cherry and leather. It is the perfect cherry and leather. It reminded me a little bit of something between Guerlain's L'Homme Idéal and Parfums de Marly Harrod, but this is very refined. This is very good quality. There's no tobacco in here. Like Harrod, I don't particularly love because, well, in general, I find I struggle a little bit with Parfums de Marly because there's some synthetics in there that I do pick up and I don't find them quite as balanced. This one is incredibly balanced, very, very high quality, smells super expensive, just the perfect blend of leather and cherry, super sexy, seductive, enticing. Like enticing is the word for this scent, and it is very long lasting. Like I've made my man wear this one a few times. I've worn it on myself as well, but I wanted to see if it smells different on us. This one is very, very sexy on men. I'll just say that. And it lasts all day and into the next day. Extremely strong performance. It is a prominent leather note though. So those of you who are a little bit put off by leather, ladies especially, I know a lot of you guys do tell me that you struggle with leather. Maybe this might be a bit too much leather for you, but for those of you not afraid of leather, you want to get a little bit more leather on you, this is perfect. Men as well, fantastic new release. And finally, probably my most worn of them all, this is from Inuy Nomad and it's called Click Song. This is a beautiful ambery patchouli lab denim scent, leather more friendly in here. It reminds me a little bit of Chanel Coromandel. Not that it's the same scent, but if you like one, you'll like the other. This is a really captivating scent. This one I just want to keep smelling over and over and over again. It's very, very addictive, very, very cozy as well. It's warm, but it has a bit of an edge to it. It's friendly with an edge. For me, probably the perfect amber scent. I love all of the fragrances in this collection. They have beautiful concepts. They really take you on a journey with their fragrances. They have a few more coming, but this one is the one that I've been reaching for the most, and I find this one really, really outstanding. It was the one that just like caught my attention immediately as soon as I smelled it, and especially perfect for the cooler weather now. So those of you guys who haven't checked out Inuy Nomad, fantastic brand, like really, really outstanding fragrances, all of them killer performance. I'll review a few more of them in the coming videos, but this one right now is the one that's just kind of blown my socks off. So that's it for my latest and greatest as of today, and heading more into the cooler weather, these are the scents that I'm going to be reaching for a lot. I'd love to hear your favorite new discoveries, whether niche or designer, and I will definitely sniff them if I haven't already. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.